What's up, guys? Welcome back to DCA. So, we said in our last video last night, 53,000 was going to be the critical point. If we could get above 53,000, because in the past, when we've come to our second major test of the 20-week moving average, following a rise above it, this first major price test has historically been the deciding factor as to whether or not Bitcoin, and therefore the entirety of the crypto market, was able to go on a longer bull run, or if it would get rejected and sent back down to the 20-week moving average for another test, and therefore potentially below it, which has historically led to a long-term price correction. So you can see back in 2014, where we had a move very similar to where we're at now. We came below the 20-week in the setting of hitting a new all-time high. Below, then we got above, came up and tested this level at $680. Went back down to the 20-week moving average. And from there, had a multi-week test of the 20-week moving average. From there, we went back up to test this level at 680, got rejected, and then fell below the 20-week and continued as such for over a year. So we said last night that when we came to this level, this was going to be the major test. Now, the fact that we've wicked above it on a daily candle isn't necessarily the strongest indication. So we're definitely going to want to see a daily close above this level, and more than likely, we're going to want to see a weekly close above the level. Nonetheless, this is an extremely, in fact, I would say extraordinarily bullish sign. I contend that if we close above this level right here, that we will be seeing a new all-time high likely by the end of October at the latest, if not sooner than that. So, we're still going to have a time coming through here, through this 54 up to around 60,000 level. There's going to be resistance in that zone. But if we're able to stay above this $54,000 level, I think we're off to the races, guys. It's a good time to be investing in crypto right now. So, as we said last night, this 20-week moving average is historically the metric, the number one strongest metric for determining whether a bull market will continue or not. You can see it acts as a stepping stone or a trampoline just to jump up from price peak to price peak. And then when you crash below it, historically, it's been a bearish indicator. So we did go below it, but importantly, we came right back above it. And, we've been able to hold it as support since our first test on August 20th. Our first real test. We tested it right away when we got above it, back on August the 9th. But we had our first major test on August 20th. We held it as support. Then we dropped $10,000 from around 53 all the way down to around 42.5. Tested it again. We held it as support. Then we came down. We had a nice little rally back up to 48 and got rejected. Came back down below it. We actually had a daily candle close below it, but we got right back above and have held it as support multiple times now, all through the end of September. And then, today we discussed this was the level and we got above it. So it's definitely looking good, guys. I think it's, highly likely that if we're able to hold above this level, that we'll be seeing new all-time highs very soon. So, you know, with that said, I just wanted to do a quick update since I literally just made a video not even 6 hours ago talking about this factor, that this would be the important test, and it didn't take long to get the answer. So it's a great sign, guys. And, you know, I think we just need to get a close above it and we're off to the races. So as usual, if you guys like this type of content, hit like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, see you.